Every bracket you reach in Deadman Apocalypse can increase your XP multiplier or your drop rate, meaning getting to level 5 quickly is crucial. This I think will be the fastest way possible by using the fact that XP multipliers also work for any quests we complete this year, and utilising the fact that we get 1 hour of protection every time we reach a new combat bracket. So first, at the very start of Deadman, you want to right click on Skippy to be able to skip the tutorial completely, and he'll also offer you a teleport to various places, but we want to go to Lumbridge. If the starter pack's in your inventory, you can skip this next step, otherwise go to the combat tutor just southeast of the Lumbridge castle to claim one. You can drop everything that you don't need from your inventory except your bronze axe, as you're going to be doing a lot of walking at the start. Next, go back to the Lumbridge graveyard and talk to Count Check, who'll give you a teleport to the stronghold of security. If you're watching this guide in advance, make sure you've set up your authenticator before you do the run. There's nothing more annoying than having to stop and do it at the start of Deadman. Go inside the stronghold and follow the massive people that will be there, collecting the chest in the middle for the first 3 levels to get 10,000 GP. You shouldn't die because of how many people are running it, but just in case, there's normally a few pieces of food in your starter pack. After you've got your 10k, head east to Varrock and buy a Staff of Fire. Next, head over to the rune shop in the southeast of Varrock and buy 6 earth, 6 water, 600 mine and 1200 air runes. You can buy more air and mine runes if you want, but make sure to have at least 35 GP left over. We then have to go all the way over here and take the boat to Ardy, as unfortunately minigame teleports don't work on Deadman. Once there, head southwest and talk to Lady Seville to start the Fight Arena quest. There are a few high level things to kill, but you can safe spot them all and will gain a ton of levels because of the XP multiply when you kill them, meaning you can also change from airstrike to firestrike pretty quickly. It's important though to kill all of the bosses, training magic and defense at the same time, which increases your combat level. Completing this quest takes 10 minutes and will get you 121,000 attack XP, taking you up to level 51, as well as 35 thieving as an added bonus. You should also have around 25 magic and 20 defense from mage casting as well. Next up, head west and go to the Tree Gnome Village maze, cutting 6 logs on the way, and start the Tree Gnome Village quest. This quest takes you 12 minutes and the boss again can be safe spotted. This one will give you another 114,000 attack XP, taking you up to level 58. When you complete the quest, use the Tree Gnome teleport to Ardoin and buy a rope and a ball of wool from the general store. Make your way up to Camelot and buy an inventory of stews which heals you for 11 from the Forester's Arms and bank them. Because you buy them by talking, there's an unlimited amount so they never run out of stock. Next, go to the Barbarian Outpost to start the Waterfall quest. This is normally an 8-minute quest, but will probably take around 12 minutes without teleports. Don't forget to use the Spirit Tree southwest of Ardy straight to the Tree Gnome Village to save a little bit of time when getting the pebble. Completing this will give you 137,000 strength and attack XP, taking you up to 53 strength and 63 attack, but more importantly, taking you to combat level 52. That will mean you'll be in the next bracket, which will also give you another hour of protection. Before handing in the quest, you will still have about 10 to 15 minutes of protection, so you can, if you want, use this to do other things instead if you prefer, before actually handing in the quest. You can sell the items that you get from this quest for some extra GP, and you get quite a decent amount for the diamonds and the mithril seeds. Just make sure to keep the gold bars as we need them for a quest later. Next up, head over to the Gnome Stronghold and do 10 laps of the course to get 25 agility. Then head north and talk to the King to start the Grand Tree. This one takes you 18 minutes and gives you 184,000 attack XP, taking you up to 67 attack. You also have access to all the Spirit Trees for travelling around, as well as getting 79,000 agility XP, taking you up to 47 agility. After that one, you have a lot of options that you can do in any order, but essentially you need to get 43 prayer in order to do Monkey Madness, as well as picking up some anti-poison. Monkey Madness has to be done in this bracket as it auto unlocks in the next one, and it's too much XP to lose. It's worth taking off defensive casting at this point, just to make sure that you don't accidentally get to combat level 91 before you complete the quest. Everything else you need for the quest you already have. The super anti-poison that you're going to need you can get to by using the Spirit Tree to the Khazar battlefield and run southwest to the spawn here. It's only 1 dose, so you may want to hot worlds and pick up a few. This is also why I'm giving you the option of what order you do things, so there's not a bunch of people in this one spot. For prayer, you can use the money that you get from selling your waterfall items and buy some more mind and air runes for Firestrike, either from the rune shop in Varrock or the wilderness. Don't forget your starter staff as well. This also has a decent amount of casts that you can use. What you kill to get your prayer up's entirely up to yourself. If you want to safe spot lava dragons for prayer XP, use the Spirit Tree to Varrock and then go to Edgeville, making sure you have a slash weapon or knife with you. and use the lever to high level wilderness. The wilderness is also safe whenever you have protection. Buy your runes from the shop here if you need any and head southeast to the lava dragons. You don't need to offer the bones here at the wilderness altar if you're doing lava dragons, as you get extra XP just by burying them on the lava isle where you are. Alternatively, you can also kill blue dragons for dragon bones and get your prayer up that way. For that one, use the Soul Wars portal in Edgeville and then go to the cave on the east side of the isle. And here you can safe spot blue dragons. On average, you'll only need about 14 dragon bones to get the level that you need, but I get a few more just to be safe, as the wilderness altar you need to take them to has a 50% chance of keeping the bone when used. Once you got your 43 prayer, use the spirit tree in the Grand Exchange and go back to the Tree Gnome Stronghold. During the next quest is the only time that you'll run out of PvP protection, but the Gnome Stronghold is a safe zone, and since you have a full inventory of food, on 8 Patrol you aren't really at much risk, and people there will just be trying to rush the top bracket like you. So make sure to have your gold bar, ball of wool, anti-poison and full inventory of food. Also conserve your run energy during this for the cave part of the quest. Start the quest by talking to the king again, and for the boss fight in this one you can run out of the arena at the end and then let the gnomes take the boss to low health. Once it gets to low health, lure it away from them and then just finish it off. As long as you get the last hit, you still complete the quest. The quest is quite long and takes about 50 minutes to complete, but will award you with a massive 350,000 in attack and hit points, or strength and defense if that's what you choose, and 200,000 XP in the ones that you don't choose. Doesn't matter which one that you select now, as both options will get you to the next bracket, but if you pick attack and defense you'll end up with 72 attack, 65 strength, 62 defense, 57 hit points and 43 prayer, making you combat level 79. It also gives you 10,000 GP for completing the quest. Now you'll be in the third bracket, only 12 levels away from the next one, and you'll have a 15 times multiplier, as well as a 3 times drop rate for rare items, and another hour of protection. You'll also have the choice of auto-unlocking one of 2 quest lines, and it doesn't matter which one you pick for this strategy. Next up, you want to gear for the Warriors Guild, and there's 1,000 ways to do it. We're now at the point where combat XP is probably just as good as quest XP, and the Warriors Guild is a safe zone this Deadman. There's also a food shop here, although it may be bought out, and a potion shop. You've got an hour to do anything you like completely safely, and one option is just to make money. Buy some decent gear as well as some teleport runes. Since we now have 47 agility and boosted XP rates, you can easily do 15 to 20 laps of the agility pyramid and get yourself 200,000 GP, which is enough for a dragon sim, some Addy armor, gloves from the recipe for disaster chest, as 6 sub-quests are automatically completed in this bracket and 8 in the next. You can also get a good amount of basic food in case you can't get any in the Warriors Guild, and a games necklace to get there. Another option you have is combat. By using your 10k from the quest to get some gear or runes and going to a profitable creature to kill at this point, since you're only 12 levels from the next combat bracket, as long as you're training strength, defense, attack or prayer, in all likelihood it will probably take about an hour to reach it. That means you will essentially get 2 hours of protection before you actually need to go to the Warriors Guild and can kill anything that you want. Lava dragons or any other dragon are always a solid option if you want to get your prayer or magic up further. Zamorak warriors drop a rune sim, but are normally very busy, although I wouldn't imagine that they would be at this point. Ogress warriors have a decent drop table too, including rune items and high level runes. The second best place though, without a doubt, is once you reach the next bracket. At combat level 91 you can unlock this storyline all the way up to and including the Night at the Theatre, meaning you can kill Firewatch Sentinels. You can buy a Blisterwood Flail here from Ivan for 40,000 GP, and even just for your hour of protection you'd make a ton of money here. You got unlimited prayer because it's right next to an altar, so you don't even need to worry about supplies apart from a tiny bit of food, since the altar damages you for a small amount. The final option, and the best place to go, requires you to buy some Deadman mode GP, unless you happen to get lucky from Lava Dragons earlier. You can trade GP over in the Still Swap FC, Monk Swap or River Swap, or any other trustworthy clan that you know. They're just ones that I've used before. The Rev Caves cost 100,000 GP to go to, but in this Deadman, unlike World 345 which is nerfed, they have the normal loot table except for ancient statuettes. So 2 hours at Revs is likely to make you an insane amount of money at this point in the tournament, and of course, you might get lucky as well. Once you've got all your gear and supplies, head over to your new home, which is the Warriors Guild. This is going to be a safe zone, and the Cyclops, especially downstairs, have a very decent drop table. You can train here all the way up to combat level 111 and probably make a few million GP at the same time, as well as getting a decent amount of prayer levels from the big bones. They've got a low defense and you won't be interrupted by PKs. It will still take a good 4 to 5 hours to get to the next bracket even with boosted rates, but it means you'll probably be one of just a few people that are sharing a few worlds between them, meaning you can do pretty much anything you want, or of course you can scrap this last part completely and just run right in bracket 4. Overall though, I don't think there's a faster way, as even chinning to 99 defense, hit points and range with 99 prayer only gets you to combat level 109, meaning you have to train your melee combat stats to get that 111. Hope this helps you out, and if you have any other tips or anything that I might have missed, please let me know in the comments.